Oh, beloved ones, we are about to begin with some music. If you'd like to join us, you're welcome to do that. If you want to just allow the music to touch you, or if you want to sing along, you're welcome. In celebration of this day that we celebrate mothers, we celebrate the ultimate mother, our earth. And we know that it is our joy and our privilege to take care of her. The earth is our mother, we must take care of her. The earth is our mother, we must take care of her. The earth is our mother, we must take care of her. The earth is our mother, we must take care of her. Her sacred ground we walk upon, with every step we take. Her sacred ground we walk upon, with every step we take. Her sacred ground we walk upon, with every step we take. Her sacred ground we walk upon, with every step we take. The earth is our mother, we must take care of her. The earth is our mother, we must take care of her. The earth is our mother, we must take care of her. The earth is our mother, we must take care of her. Her sacred ground we walk upon, with every step we take. Her sacred ground we walk upon, with every step we take. Her sacred ground we walk upon, with every step we take. Her sacred ground we walk upon, with every step we take. The earth is our mother, we must take care of her. The earth is our mother, we must take care of her. The earth is our mother, we must take care of her. The earth is our mother, we must take care of her. Her sacred ground we walk upon, with every step we take. Her sacred ground we walk upon, with every step we take. Her sacred ground we walk upon, with every step we take. Her sacred ground we walk upon, with every step we take. The earth is our mother, we must take care of her. The earth is our mother, we must take care of her. The earth is our mother, we must take care of her. The earth is our mother, we must take care of her. And when we have the opportunity and the privilege to care for her, she then cares for us. And then we can be free. The earth is free again. The earth is free again. She glows with life again. She glows with life again. The air is purified. The air is purified. And peace has in her skies. And peace is in her skies. The earth is free again. The earth is free again. She glows with a life again. She glows with life again. Her air is purified. Her air is purified. And peace is in her skies. And peace is in her skies. My heart is free again. My heart is free again. And I glow with life again. I glow with life again. My thought is purified. My thought is purified. And peace is in my eyes. And peace is in my eyes. Our prayers will flower where they land. We let them fly, we let them send, and through the earth our joy shall ring. The earth is free again. Our prayers will flower where they land. We let them fly, we let them send, and through the earth our joy shall ring. The earth is free again. The earth is free again. So it is. Thank you, Ricky Byers. So this beautiful freedom of the earth and our own selves, our thoughts, our hearts. So we have the opportunity to rise. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Gitanjali Lori Rivera. My pronouns are she and her. My people come from Puerto Rico and from the British Isles. I am here on the stage with some wonderful friends. To my far right, we have Lauren Dechtenberg on piano and vocals, as always. What a joy. My direct right, I have Valerie Byrne on beautiful high vocals. And then our guest musician today is Beth Freewoman. She'll be giving us lots of beautiful music today. So we're going to start off this morning encouraging this rising energy that we're focusing on this entire year in CSL. We're going deeper and we're rising higher. So let's rise today. We rise, humbly hearted rise, won't be divided rise, with spirit to guide us rise, in hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here in hope, in prayer. We're right here in hope, in prayer. We find ourselves here in hope, in prayer. We're right here and we rise. All of the children rise, elders with wisdom rise, ancestors surround us rise. You can sing along if you want in hope and prayer. In hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here in hope, in prayer. We're right here in hope, in prayer. We find ourselves here in hope, in prayer. We're right here and we rise. Up from the wreckage, rise. With tears and with courage, rise. Fighting for life, we rise. In hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here in hope, in prayer. We're right here in hope, in prayer. We find ourselves here in hope, in prayer. We're right here and we rise. Humbly hearted rise, won't be divided rise, with spirit to guide us rise. Okay. On that note, you're welcome to rise and greet your fellow travelers, your fellow Jedi Padawans here in this room, training to be the light that you were born to be. Let's do that. Want to?
Yes.
I do.
It's good, this one.
Make her now. Ah, ee, ooh.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Oh. I guess. I think you're doing. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Welcome. Happy Sunday and a warm welcome to everyone at CSL Santa Cruz here today, Sunday celebration service at the 418 Project. With our mission, it is to provide spiritual tools for personal and global transformation. My name is Sky Leona. Yeah, and my pronouns are she and her, and my people come from Sweden and Norway. All right, I'm a Swede, definitely all the way. Okay, yeah, thank you. Oh, they like my chocolate, and I'm also a practitioner at the Center for Spiritual Living. We have sometimes we always have new people joining us, I'm sure, both online and here in person. So for those who are joining us for the first time, okay. No, we would have... Oh, okay. But still, can we clap for you anyway? Can we clap for you? Great. Thank you. Okay.
You're doing a great job.
Okay, today is birthday Sunday. And, yeah, and after service, please join us for our social hour and potluck. And if you have a birthday in this month or any month, and it just so happens to be this month, we would be delighted to celebrate you anyway, even though we didn't know who you were. And now we do. With cake. We have lots of beautiful homemade cake. Thank you, everyone whose last name begins with G through L for creating our feast today. I saw some of you bringing that in earlier. And next week, everyone whose last name starting with M through R, you're up. So we need another person now more than ever. If you are concerned about what's happening in our world, are you looking for a place to share and connect in community? So join us, hosted by Chaplain Cheryl Stromstad Snyder and Kathy Krizik, this week and every second and fourth Wednesday at 6:30 to 8 p.m. at the Peace United Church of Christ Fireside Lounge. All right. The Compassionate Presence team at CSL Santa Cruz is a group of volunteers from our center that would like to offer their support in times of change and need. Whether an illness, injury, medical treatment, or events in your life that need a little tender, loving care, visits, meals, help around the home, and walking your dog, I've done a little bit of that, may be a few of the ways that we could support you. For more information on support that may be available to you or to join the team of volunteers, contact the Compassionate Presence Team Leader, Amron Ennis. She's not here today, right? No, okay. By emailing care@cslsantacruz.org, O-R-G. CSL Santa Cruz is more than just Sunday mornings. Stay updated all that's happening in our centers and around the town by checking our e-news. We sign up at the info booth or on our website. You'll get 2 weekly newsletters,
Wisdom Wednesday. Two. It says two. Wednesday wisdom for inspiration with quotes, practices, articles, and more. And Sunday's community bulletin for the latest details on classes, events, and offering from our community. You can also visit our website at cslsantacruz.org to learn about more about us and check out our online calendar, catch up on past talks, and more. We're excited to share that CSL Santa Cruz is moving our Sunday celebration service to a new home. Yay. Okay, put this in your brains right now. The Resource Center for Nonviolence. I think it's over on Ocean, am I correct? Yes, okay. And starting Sunday, June 29th, join us at our new time, 10 a.m., not 10:30, 10 a.m. We're sharing that space, so we get to be here a little bit earlier in the day in the beautiful Scott Kennedy Hall. After service, we'll continue the joy with our social hour and a community potluck at 11:30 in the Unity Room. All right, so we have an evocation service planned for you. And before we celebrate, we want to acknowledge those who came before us and remain with us upon this land on which we gather. Feel the ground beneath your feet and feel the holiness of this place, realizing and remembering that the earth herself is sacred, and therefore all lands and all waters are sacred. We begin our morning by acknowledging we gather on the unceded territory of the Awaswas-speaking Yupi tribe, the Ama Mutsun tribal band. Please join me in a moment of silence to honor the ancestral and current struggle of the original peoples of this land. Taking a breath. Allowing yourself to settle into this moment. Thank you. I'd like to now introduce our practitioner, Topher Steele, and holding high watch is our chaplain, Cheryl Stromstead Snyder. Thank you.
Good morning and happy Mother's Day on this wonderful Sunday morning. Good morning, good morning. My name is Topher Steele. My pronouns are he and him. And my people, of course, come from the magical land of England, Ireland, Scotland, and Poland. Joining me today for High Watch yes, brain fart. I'm sorry. It has been a long day, you guys. Cheryl Stromstead Snyder. I'm so glad she loves me. Happy Mother's Day. From my heart to yours. We had a little bit of stuff going on this morning. But anyways, practitioners and ministers are available for prayer supporting after this service. Those that are practitioners and ministers, please raise your hand. Let everybody know who you are. We do signify ourselves with a stole, a purple stole, and we are here for you. Whether you have a heavy heart, something to celebrate, or just want to receive, it is our honor to pray with you. You can simply tap us on the shoulder, place prayer requests in our prayer box here besides the stage, or send prayer request to the email prayer@cslsantacruz.org. Before we dedicate today's celebration with prayer, we remind and affirm for ourselves and our community just who we are and what we believe. If you feel the truth of these statements resounding within you, you are encouraged to speak out loud your yes without reservation. And so, we stand with all of the centers for spiritual living around the world, grounded in the knowing that the teachings of Ernest Holmes speak directly to liberty, equality, inclusion, human rights, compassion, safety, self-determination, and spiritual living. Yes. For that reason, we are unambiguously in support of the lives of Black, Indigenous, and people of color. Yes, unambiguously in support of gender equality and equity. Yes, unambiguously in support of the LGBTQ plus lives. Yes, and unambiguously in support of women and indeed all people being the sole decision makers about their lives, well-being, dignity, bodies, and choices. Yes. Awesome. And now we'll declare together our affirmation for our nation, and we will continue to do so until these words are true. I affirm that the United States and its elected leaders are guided by wisdom, compassion, and integrity in all decisions and actions. Yes. I envision a nation where justice and equality prevail and with every voice is heard and respected. Yes. I affirm that our leaders are inspired to work together harmoniously for the greater good, fostering unity and understanding among all people. Yes. Yes, yes, and more yes. Let's take a quick breath. Let that settle within our own spirit. I'd like to read a quick quote from one of my heroesses in the world, Helen Keller. The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. Helen Keller. Let us pray. So just go within and feel the rhythm of your heart, the beat. And know with me that that perfect rhythm is this one, this presence, God, source. And the universe beats to that perfect rhythm within you. And I know that from this perfect rhythm, there is perfect connection with it. In all things, whether you're outside and you feel the breath or the wind, to whether you hear the birds chirping in the background or people hustling by you, that is spirit in action. And I know on this beautiful Sunday morning, in celebration of Mother's Day, I evoke and call forward that divine feminine energy, knowing that it is here present. And so deep within each person's mind. Call forth that mother, grandmother, daughter, all that express that divine feminine energy for Mother's Day. And let those thoughts, those experiences, let them fill every ounce of who you are. And if you have to giggle or shed a tear, it is all perfect. It is all wonderful. It is all within the perfect rhythm of the universe. And I know that somewhere today in the message, in the music, the community, that presence expresses itself. And this moment is perfect. And this service has been perfectly designed for each and every one of us. And so I say celebrate. Call forth that energy. Be present to it right here and now. Let it flood all and every cell of your body. And allow the divine feminine energy to simply, graciously, without holding, hug you. And allow it to whisper in your ear that you are loved, you are cared for, and you are needed. And so I celebrate that with each one of us. And so in this moment, I release this prayer, these heartfelt words and expressions. And I allow the greater good, God, this magician, to do its thing for each and every one of us, whether here present, online, or outside these walls. Happy Mother's Day. And so it is.
Good morning. I want to dedicate this song to my mother who passed over 2.5 years ago, and name her in this room, Silver Saunders. She's with me today. And this is a song by Alicia Keys, Brandy Carlisle, and actually a mess of other people, called A Beautiful Noise. 1 second here. This doesn't belong here. Okay. And Val will be collaborating vocally on this song. All right. I have a voice, started out as a whisper, turned into a scream, made a beautiful noise, shoulder to shoulder marching in the street. When you're all alone, it's a quiet breeze, but when you band together, it's a choir of thunder and rain. Now we have a choice, 'cause I have a voice.
I'm not living to die. Don't stand in a wasteland, look me in the eye. Stop living a lie and stand up next to me. You gotta put one foot in front of the other, with a hand in a hand, holding on to each other.
Go on and rejoice, 'cause you have a voice.
It is loud, it is clear, it is stronger than your fear.
It's believing you belong. It's for calling out the wrong. From the silence of my sisters to the violence of my brothers, we can rage against the river, feel the pain of another. I have a voice. I have a voice, and I let it speak for the ones who aren't yet really free. It's killing me. No one is saying what we need to hear, and I will not let silence win when I see all the pain people are in. There's no other choice, 'cause I have a voice.
It is loud, it is clear, it is stronger than your fear. It's believing you belong. It's for calling out the wrong. From the mouths of our mothers to the lips of our daughters, we can dream like our brothers, speaking loud like our fathers. We can heal. Can you hear us? Can you hear us now?
I have a voice. Started out as a whisper, turned into a scream, made a beautiful noise. Shoulder to shoulder, marching in the street. When you're all alone, it's a quiet breeze, but when you band together, it's a choir of thunder and rain. Now we have a voice and a choice, yes.
Now we have a choice, 'cause I have a voice.
Now we have a choice, 'cause I have a voice.
Thank you.
Beautiful. And when we have a voice, what do? We speak up.
Segway queen.
We introduced this chant last week, so hopefully you remember it. It goes like this. Speak, though your voice is shaking, act as if the path is clear. Hold firm to the truth inside you, let go of all doubt and fear. Speak, though your voice is shaking, act as if the path is clear. Hold firm to the truth inside you, let go of all doubt and fear. Speak, though your voice is shaking, act as if the path is clear. Hold firm to the truth inside you, let go of all doubt and fear. Speak, though your voice is shaking, act as if the path is clear. Hold firm to the truth inside you, let go of all doubt and fear. Speak, though your voice is shaking, act as if the path is clear. Hold firm to the truth inside you, let go of all doubt and fear. Speak, though your voice is shaking, act as if the path is clear. Hold firm to the truth inside you,
you let go of all doubt and fear. Speak, though your voice is shaking. Act as if the path is clear. Hold firm to the truth inside you. Let go of all doubt and fear. Speak.
Now we bring our beloved Elijah Christopher up to share the message.
Good morning. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you to Pamela Cameron for the Mother's Day flowers that are down here. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We're going to take just a moment to drop into a bit of a meditation before we do anything else. So if you will, just take a deep breath in. And Lauren, would you want to drop in with me as well? Thank you. And let's just breathe and fully allow ourselves to arrive in the space. And as today is Mother's Day, I want to invite us into a few moments of contemplating that divine mother, the divine feminine, Mother God. And I also want to remind us as we drop into this moment of contemplation to remove all of the lenses of patriarchy, to take off all the layers that say the feminine is something in contrast or difference from the masculine. Let's just see the feminine in her wholeness as Mother Earth, as the body that holds each one of us, as the one who birthed each one of us. That indeed each one of us is the body of the earth. We are herself walking around for a little while. Think of that divine feminine, that container, that spaciousness, that love that holds all. Think of your own mother. See her in her truth, in her fullness, in her power. Think of Mama Kali, Kali Ma, the destroyer. The one who arises when things no longer serve and need to be torn down. See her dancing in all of her glory, wearing the necklace of her sons' heads, her rage, her power. Think of Mother Mary. The sweetness. Think of the mother as the protector, the holder, the nurturer. Let each one of us reach inside of ourselves and find that the mother is there. The feminine is there within each and every one of us. She breathes. And so let us be breathed. Let us be held. Feel the weight of your body in the chair and feel Mother Earth's gravity holding you to her body. And breathe. Feel the holding. And rest in the moment. just breathe. And it is from this space that I will invite us to begin again by taking 3 deep breaths together. So exhale it all out first. And let's take a deep breath in. And letting it go. Another deep breath. Breathe in. And let it go. One more deep breath in. And let it go. And let's return our attention into the space. Or if you want to continue in this state of open listening, I invite you to stay there. As I say good morning again, beloved community. If you don't know me, I think all of us here do, but if you're watching and you don't know me, I'm Reverend Elisha Christopher. I'm the spiritual director here at this Center for Spiritual Living in Santa Cruz. I do use they and them pronouns, and my ancestors came from all over the world, but the ones who immigrated to this country immigrated here from Ireland, Scotland, Austria, and Holland. And so our theme for the month of May is Raise Your Voice. Raise your voice, which feels very appropriate. It's kind of like what's happening right now. Many people are being called to raise our voices, to get out in the streets, to speak up for what is right, for what is true. And it's powerful for me to remember that these themes come to us sometimes planned a year in advance, and that this is what was placed here for us to contemplate, to remember, to be reminded of this month, right now. And this week, the theme within that theme is boundary keepers. Ooh, now there's an invitation. That we all get to be the boundary keepers. We get to say what is allowed in our space. What's allowed in our consciousness? What's allowed in our community? And I've been thinking a lot about the power of boundaries this week. And in our synthesis work, some of you have been in some of my synthesis classes, one of the principles we talk about is that boundaries and containers are necessary for creation. That boundaries and containers are necessary for creation. Because the universe is always waiting for us to create. The universe is always participating with us. And when we're unclear, when we just say, I want it all, or everything's okay, or it's all good. It is. And we leave no container, right? That we must have a clear and sacred container around what it is that we're creating, around who it is we're claiming we want to be, around the kind of life or the kind of nation or the kind of community that we want to be in. And it's only when we know what our boundaries are that we can uphold them. And it's also only when we know what our boundaries are that we can know if they've been crossed. Which is a big spiritual practice, I think, for a lot of us, holding our boundaries and our containers. And saying, this is what is required for me to stay in my center. This is what is required for me to stay in my sacred space. And I like to think of these container boundary creations as, what's the prayer? What's the ritual? What is the story that you're seeking to live in? And maybe those boundaries and containers are the agreements you have with yourself. Maybe it's about the kind of self-talk or the kind of thoughts you're not allowed to think. Maybe it's the foods you don't touch. Maybe it's the kind of people you don't interact with. Right? Those are clear containers of self that say, this is what I need to maintain my sacred center. And then we can draw those larger and larger circles, right? We have a container of this community. And there's a lot of maybe even unspoken agreements about what it means to participate in that container, but we feel it when we're here. And I think one of the best ways we know where our boundaries are, one of the best ways we get the insight, right, is when they get crossed. And we go, oh, that did not work. That hurt. I didn't like how that happened. My circle has been violated. And we also have to remember that in certain situations and in certain kinds of relationships, life, certain individuals may attempt to chip away at those boundaries, to chip away at those agreements. And it's really easy to sort of let one thing slide, let another thing slide, and let that circle become more opaque, right? Until maybe sometimes we realize that that line has been crossed a long time ago, but it happened so slowly, we didn't notice it was happening. Ever been there? Okay. This thing is happening to all of us on a national and global level, right? There are powers at B that are attempting to chip away at our agreements, to chip away at our boundaries, to chip away at what we know is right. And how many times has something happened in this country in the last number of weeks or months that probably crossed the line, but you went, right? Did you get up? Did you stand up? Did you speak out? Did you reclaim the line? Right? Or are we being beaten down by the consistent line crossing? Right? And so there's a call for us to come back to our center, to each one of us to get very clear about what are the lines that cannot be crossed, and hold them strong. Hold them for our safety. Hold them for each other. Because if we just keep letting the line get smaller, the circle get smaller and smaller and smaller, then there's nothing left to hold. And so we have to have strong containers for ourselves, for the kind of speech that we allow in our presence, for the kind of laws we allow in our country. Because I tell you, friends, there are many lines that have been crossed in the last number of weeks and months that are absolutely not okay. Right? And that we have got to keep pushing that line further and further out to say, you are not going to touch me. You are not going to touch my family. You are not going to touch my neighbors. You are not going to touch my community. We're not going to touch the Constitution. Thank you, Marcia. Right? And that these are lines that cannot be crossed. These are our agreements about how we have said we want to be together in this nation. And so we have to hold firm to those boundaries, just like each one of us has to hold firm to our own boundaries in our own relationships, right? And not give ourselves away, not let those lines be crossed, but learn how to be in communication with each other so that my bubble and your bubble can bump up against each other in a way that makes both of us feel more safe, that feels both of us feel more seen, rather than when our boundaries bump up against each other and we feel unsafe, right? We feel like those lines have been crossed. And so I think that in a big way right now, our work for each one of us is to get really deeply clear about what our values are, about what we stand for, about the kind of people that we want to be, about the kind of community that we want to be in, about the kind of nation that we want to live in. Because it's built by each one of us. We are creating this together. So take a breath. And just go within for a moment, if you're comfortable doing that, closing your eyes maybe. And just imagine that you can draw a circle around yourself. And just think for a moment in relationships, in this community, in your own family. What's allowed inside that circle of you? What thoughts, what ways of doing and being, what ways of speaking, what actions are allowed inside of that circle? And then think for a moment about what are the things that need to stay outside of that circle for you to feel centered and empowered and in your wholeness. Think about what boundaries are required to hold that space. And then imagine you could expand that and draw another larger circle around your community, however you identify that. Maybe that's your family. Maybe that's this CSL Santa Cruz community. Maybe that's our county or our state. But draw a larger circle. And just imagine for a moment what safe and healthy boundaries around that circle look like. The kind of agreements that we need to hold with each other. And then let's draw an even larger circle around our nation. And just hold for a moment a vision of a safe and sacred container around this nation. And just hold that yet again, drawing another larger circle around our planet. And just imagine for a moment at each of these levels, how would our lives be different if we had safe and sacred agreements around each one of these containers to help us maintain our center, to help us interact with each other, to help us hold each other? And take a deep breath. And come back. And the last thing I want to say as we bring this topic into mind this morning is when it comes to our boundaries and our containers, the deep practice is for each one of us to get absolutely clear about our yeses and our nos. Around what our soul, our spirit, our intuition, our heart and mind says yes to, and what are the things that it says no to. And I'll tell you, friends, each and every one of us, your body always knows your yeses and your nos. Always. You can feel it. For me, I feel it right about here, in the power center of my body. When decisions come up, when things happen in our nation, in our community, in our world, when people say something to me, when I make a choice, I can feel it in my body. There is always a strong yes or a strong no. And how many times have any one of us experienced the thing we didn't want to experience because inside something said no and outside we said yes anyways? Right? And so we cannot be in agreement in any way with our no's. We have to listen to the no and follow it. We have to listen to the yeses and follow it. And those yeses and nos, that deep inner guidance will tell each and every one of us in every moment where we need to go, what we need to do, what we need to say, what we need to speak up for, what we need to let go. That truth is always there. And so take a moment, and I just want to ask each one of us just to scan your body. And just notice where that deep inner guidance, that deep inner voice you feel in your physical self. And maybe even place a hand there for a moment. And feel that core. That center point. And as you hold that power space, let us drop into prayer together. So take another deep breath in and breathe. And so as we breathe together, each one of us holding our power center, remembering that there is a voice, remembering that there is a presence, remembering that there is a power so much greater than we are. This power that shines the sun, that grows to trees, that spins to planets and galaxies. The one power that's been unfolding throughout evolution, that's been creating, unfolding all things throughout all of time, is the same power and presence, the same wisdom, the same voice that is living and breathing in each one of us. And so as we place our hand on that power center, as we breathe ever deeper, I want to remind each one of us that that still small voice is speaking to us. And let's invite that still small voice to raise its voice, to speak to us a little louder, to speak to us a little clearer, so that each one of us has this perfect divine compass that is active within us, that when every decision comes our way, when every interaction moves past us, as we unfold through life, as we be with each other, that the voice of the yes and the voice of the no screams loudly from within us, so that we can hear it, so that we can follow it, so that it can empower us, so that we can be absolutely clear about what is ours to do, about what is ours to say, about what is ours to resist, about what is ours to create. Each one of us is here in this moment with purpose, on purpose, for a purpose. Each one of us is here in this great turning, in this time of transformation, in this time of destruction and recreation. Each one of us is here on purpose, and we are here to create. We are here to co-create. We are here to be part of the unfolding of the more, and in order to do that, we have to create the container for creation. And so we say yes to what is ours. We say no to what is not. We draw that circle around ourselves, around our community, around our nation, and we get extremely clear about what is allowed inside of each one of those sacred circles of creation. And we are led by our values, we are led by our truth, we are led by something greater than we are. That is calling us to raise our voice, to speak when our voice is shaky, but to act as if the path is clear. Stay true to the voice inside you. There are plenty of external voices to listen to, but when we are clear, they're just noise. And let the still small voice be the one that speaks. Let clarity emerge, so that each one of us is led by a vision of what's possible, so that we are a people who continuously moves towards that which we are creating, not away from that which is falling away. Let us speak to the future. Let us speak to the possible. Let us create the something more through our words, through our choices, through our activities, through all of our interactions, through every one of our ways of doing and being. We are creating. So let each one of us be a center for spiritual living. Let each one of us be a center for spiritual life. Let us each one of us be a center of creation. And so I speak a word of gratitude this morning for this group of individuals who are here in this moment, hearing these words, saying yes to their own inner voice, to their own inner guidance, saying yes to being conscious creators, saying yes to drawing that powerful circle around ourselves, and saying that only that which is true, only that which is just, only that which is sacred is allowed in this circle. And in my presence, in my circle, there is no room for injustice. There is no room for racism. There is no room for power over. There is only room for power with. There is only room for power towards. There is only room for us to co-create together. with and for each other, as we lift each other up, and as we work in co-creation and in agreement, the circle gets larger. When we find safe space, my circle and your circle overlap, and a larger circle is created. And so let us remember that together we are building a circle of trust, a circle of faith, a circle of creation that's big enough to hold the whole world. And so in that we remember that the earth herself is holding each one of us, that the Great Mother is guiding us. And so in this moment, let us rest, surrender to the breath, surrender to gravity, being held by that infinite source of love that draws all things together. And so we breathe, and we let go, and so it is. Thank you, friends. I'm going to invite Beth and the other musicians back up. Take another breath. Thank you.
Well, thank you. This is an original co-written with John La Rochelle, Sufi Gates chant. Oh. Is it true? Doesn't need to be said. Doesn't need to be said by me. And can it be said out of love and in kindness? Is it true? Doesn't need to be said. Doesn't need to be said by me. And can it be said out of love and in kindness? So let's walk through the gate. Walk through the gate. Truth, love, and kindness. Walk through the gate. Walk through the gate of love, truth, and faith. Faith in God and God is me. Faith in God and God is you. Faith in God and we are one. So let's walk through the gate. Walk through the gate. Truth, love, and kindness. You walk through the gate. Walk through the gate of love, truth, and faith. Is it true? Doesn't need to be said. Doesn't need to be said by me. And can it be said out of love and in kindness? So we walk through the gates. Truth, love, and kindness. Yes, walk through the gates of love, truth, and faith. Love, truth, and faith. Love, truth,
Joaquin. Can we give a little love to our musicians, friends? Gratitude. It's always a gift, blessing when Beth is with us. We're going to move into our time of conscious giving. And of course, as I say each week, my friends, we are here for and because of you. We are here to serve you, and it's because of you that we exist. And so if you have a gift you want to share with this community to support our mission, to support our expansion, and support us in this continuously very interesting time, we need all the support we can get, each one of us, truly. And so if you have a gift to give, bring that out and repeat this affirmation after me. I'm grateful for all that I have.
I'm grateful for all that I have.
I'm grateful for everything I have to give.
I'm grateful for everything I have to give.
I know I am sourced and supplied by the one life.
I know I am sourced and supplied by the one life.
And so I give back to the source that gave to me.
And so I give back to the source that gave to me.
Grateful.
When we sing, we pray twice. So let us. You are my source and my supply. Oh, you are my source and my supply. You are my source and my supply. Oh, you are my source and my supply. God of peace, I call out to you. God of abundance, I bow to you. Help me to stay in constant gratitude for all the blessings that you bring me. You are my source and my supply. Oh, you are my source and my supply. You are my source and my supply. Oh, you are my source and my supply. God of love, I call out to you. God of abundance, I bow to you. Help me to stay in constant gratitude for all the blessings that you bring me. You are my source and my supply. Oh, you are my source and my supply. You are my source and my supply. Oh, you are my source and my supply.
So let's just take another deep breath in as I just speak a word of gratitude to that great source of supply, that one, the Mother, Earth herself, who gives us everything we need to live. So let us first just be in gratitude for all that is given to each one of us. And from that place, I speak a word of gratitude for everything that we have received, for all that is given to this community, for all that each one of us receives each and every day, for the sustenance of our lives. I'm grateful for all that is given. And so from this gratitude, I move to a time of blessing. First, just speaking a word for each and every person who has reached out to our practitioner team for prayer. For each of the prayers that are on the hearts and minds of each person in this community and beyond, I just know that each prayer is held in such high consciousness, in such love, and that the universe receives those prayers and just says, yes, beloved, yes. That the answer is always yes. And so we receive that. And now let's just take all this energy we've created here together today. Let's bring it home to nourish us, to support us, and empower us as we walk out of these doors and bring this light into the world. And so if you're able, if you want to, stand up. This first prayer is going to be about wholeness, about health, about wellness in the physical body. If you're able, stand up, open your arms open wide, take a deep breath in, and just feel that source, that supply, that one who gives everything. Feel it giving strength. Feel it giving health. Feel it giving wholeness in the physical body, feeling that vitality. Take a deep breath in. Breathe in a little bit deeper. Stand up a little bit taller. Lift up your eyebrows. Smile a little bit. Expand that chest. Feel the strength and the power flowing through you, remembering that the source of all good is the source of all health, wellness, strength, power, and vitality. Remember that we are being lived by something greater than ourselves. Let it live through us in everything that we do. And now let's expand the prayer to that prayer of abundance and gratitude, of source and supply, of all needs met. If you're able, if you're willing, again, open those arms open wide, expressing through your posture to the universe that you are open to receive everything that you need to receive, and then the ability and the willingness to give from the overflow, knowing that each one of us is sourced and supplied so that we can show up to life. Let us accept that all that we need is given, and that all we have to do is be fully open to receive. And so take another deep breath in.
Hello.
And let go. And if you want this time, we're going to speak a prayer for grief, for love, or for relationships and forgiveness. First, bring those hands to the heart and take a deep breath. And again, feel that heart center. Remember that that heart is being beat by something greater than we are, by a life invisible. Feel the love. Let it in. And then by opening the arms and sending that love out, let that love be about giving and receiving. Let the forgiveness in, let the forgiveness out, let the love in, let the love out. And to any one of us and to all of us who are ready and willing to cast that sacred circle around ourselves, our community, and our nation, and our world, to hold those boundaries, to raise our voices, to speak up for what is true and good and beautiful, let us say yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And if there's anyone else that you want to include in this prayer, this energy that we've cultivated here together today, I invite you to speak those names out loud right now. And so we go forth from this place with a spirit of enthusiasm and expectancy as to what is being co-created with us by the divine, remembering that everything necessary for each one of us to live a life of joy, service, and mastery is available to us, is flowing through us right now. We say yes to it. We let it be in gratitude. And so it is.
So it is.
Thank you, my friends. We have one more song. Let's sing our way out of here. Thank you.
Yeah. Here we go. What does the world need now? What the world needs now is joy in resistance. We will fight the good fight with or without your resistance. Move out of the way if you can't support the mission. What the world needs now is joy in the resistance. What the world needs now, we need faith, is faith in resistance. We will fight the good fight with or without your resistance. Move out of the way.
resistance, move out of the way. If you can't support the mission, what the world needs now is love in resistance. What the world needs now, it's joy. Is joy in resistance. We will fight the good fight with or without your assistance. Move out of the way if you can't support the mission. What the world needs now is joy in resistance. We need love. What the world needs now is love in resistance. We will fight the good fight with or without your assistance. Move out of the way if you can't support the mission. What the world needs now is love in resistance. Move out of the way if you can't support the mission.
Without any judgment, we know that you're doing what's best for you. We're gonna fight for you anyway.
What the world needs now is love in resistance.
Happy Mother's Day. Go do your thing.